Infinite Power. This game is published by Prospero Hall. Designed by Prospero Hall and published by Ravensburger, publisher of games since 1884, including Villainous, Back to the Future Dice Through Time, Labyrinth, Horrified, Minecraft Builders and Biomes, and many, many more. Please remember to give your ticket for this event through your event details page. There are instructions in your event dashboard and in the Gen Con emails on how to do so. And this game plays 2 to 4 players ages 12 and up in about 20 minutes per player and is available in the US, UK, and Canada for $34.99.
In this game, it's good to be bad. Each character takes on the role of a Marvel villain: Thanos, Hela, Ultron, Taskmaster, or Killmonger. Depending on which character you choose, you'll have to do something different to win. For example, today we're playing as Thanos, who is trying to collect all 6 Infinity Stones, and Hela, who needs to collect a combination of 8 soul markers and allies at Odin's Vault, which is one of her domain's locations. Complete your objective first to win.
So these are villains' domains. Each turn, the villain is going to move between the 4 locations in their domain, where the icons on the locations will tell them what actions that they can take. For now, the villain mover is just going to start on their picture so that they can move wherever they like during their first turn. At the end of the domain, there's a place for specialty cards, which we'll go over in a little bit later. The domain will also, in the bottom left here, remind you of your objective for victory. Now, normally the domains are placed facing opposite one another while players sit on opposite sides of the table. But for stream purposes, we are facing them in the same direction. Now, each villain has a villain deck that includes generally helpful cards like items, allies, and specialty cards that will help you along the way. The Fate deck is made by shuffling together one common Fate deck, which is played in every game, along with the Fate decks of each villain that the players are using. The Fate deck will contain heroes and events. We'll go over those when they're played. And then Fate cards are always played on your opponents, and they generally hinder their progress. Rarely, though, Fate may not work at all. Every so often, Fate may also mess with you, or possibly even aid you. Such is the nature of Fate in the Marvel Universe. Now, the Vault holds all the power and strength tokens that are used throughout the game. Power is the currency that is used to pay the cost for cards in your hands, and strength tokens modify the strength value of heroes and or allies. Each villain also has a villain guide. This is going to cover your objective, any special setup for your domain, and important cards from the villain deck and Fate deck. For example, for Hela, she needs to use her soul markers, so she puts these next to her villain deck. And Thanos has the 6 Infinity Stones that he stacks in a common location near the Fate deck. Now, Thanos is the hardest villain to play with because of his unique interaction with the Infinity Stones and allies in other players' domains. He's an aggressive character, and he has a special rules page in the rulebook that affects the game if Thanos is a chosen villain. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started. The first player is the person who has most recently read a Marvel comic book, so that's going to be me. So the second player gains 1 power token to start for going second. And then we're going to both draw 4 cards from our deck. So on your first turn, you can move anywhere you'd like of your 4 locations. And I know that I'm going to need some power to play my cards. So I'm going to go ahead and move down here to Odin's Vault, where I have 4 actions. So my 4 actions at that location are going to be gain power, which specifically in that location is 3 power. I have 2 play a card actions, and I have a discard cards action. So I'm going to go ahead and take my power first, and I'm going to gain 3 power. And then I place that power on my villain's picture. And then I'm going to play a card from my hand. So I'm going to choose to play Night Sword. Night Sword is an item. Items are written in blue at the bottom of the card, and items are played on any of the 4 locations, and sometimes items will be attached to allies. This card costs 2 power to play, and it gives me a special activation action, which we can go over when we activate that a little bit later. But the activation action says, attach one of Hela's soul marks to any hero without one at this location. So again, Hela, in order to win, has to have a combination of 8 soul marks or allies at Odin's vault with no heroes there in order to win. So I'm going to pay my 2 power, and I'm going to place the Night Sword at Niflheim. Now I can still, with my other 2 actions, play another card and discard cards, but I don't really have anything in my hand that I want to play right now, and I think I like my hand for later, so I'm not going to discard any cards either. So I'm going to pass my turn. At the end of your turn, you always draw up to 4 cards. So I will draw 1 card, giving me a hand of 4. And then it'll be Thanos Melissa's turn.
I'm going to go to the Infinity Well, where I have the same actions that you had over at Odin's Vault. So I have play a card, another play a card, gain 3 power, and discard cards. And I can do that in any order. So I'm going to take my 3 power first. And then I'm going to play my Legions of Thanos, which costs 1 power to play.
So Legions of Thanos is an ally type. Allies are written in red at the bottom of the card. This one in specifically costs 1 power to play, has no additional ability in its text box, but has a strength value of 2. Where did you play it? I'm sorry.
I'm playing it here.
Okay.
And then, with my second play a card action, I'm going to play this effect called Consult the Well, which costs 2 power to play.
So Consult the Well is an effect card. Effect cards are written in green at the bottom, and they're kind of simultaneous. So as you play it, it just happens, and then it goes to your discard pile. So this one specifically costs 2 power, and it says, choose another player. That player receives a random unclaimed Infinity Stone. Once played, you may relocate an ally to that location. So that's a way of her getting her Infinity Stones out on the board so that she can complete her objective. So first thing I have to do is take the stack of 6 Infinity Stones. We have all 6 Infinity Stones represented here. I'm going to shuffle them up. And then take a random one, and I attach this to any any ally in my domain. Now I don't have any allies in play, so the first thing that I have to do is look through my hand, and then I can choose an ally and play it for free. I do have an ally in my hand, so I am going to play that ally here, and then that ally will get attached the Time Stone. Now that ally that I played is the Draugr Swordsman. It would normally cost 1 power to play, but because of the Infinity Stones effect, I get to play it for free. Has a 2 strength, and says Draugr Swordsman gains 1 strength for each Draugr in your discard pile. Now we also are attaching the Time Stone item to that ally. The Time Stone item also has an activate effect, similar to my Knight Sword. So if I take an activate, I can gain 1 power and draw a card. So I'm going to attach the Time Stone and put it here. And then for the second part of her Consult the Well, she can relocate an ally to that location. Now, because I played an ally from my hand, I only have 3 cards in my hand, but I do not get to draw up cards until the end of my turn. So I'll just play down a card. If I did not have an ally in my hand when she needed to attach the Infinity Stone, I would search through my deck 1 card at a time until I find my first ally, play them for free, and then attach the stone and shuffle my deck.
Okay, so I've played 2 cards. So I've taken those actions. I've gotten my 3 powers. So anything left is I can discard any number of cards I want. So I've done that. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw up to 4 cards.
So discarding cards is a good strategy in this game because, as your villain guide may tell you, you're sometimes looking for specialties or special items or even special allies that you need to get out on the field in order to gain a better position. So discarding the cards that, although might be good, may not be useful right now is a very good strategy to use. When you run out of cards in your villain deck, you shuffle those, and then you'll draw them again. So you will be able to use it later game if you discard it now. And some villains also have ways of getting things out of their discard pile. So it's always good to discard cards that aren't very useful right now.
So that's the end of my turn.
So did you draw up to 4?
Yes, I did.
Alrighty. So on my next turn, I'm going to choose to move to Gyul. Here at Gyul, I have some actions that we haven't covered yet. I have an activate action. I have a play a card action. I have a gain 1 power action. And I also have a fate action. So I'm going to choose to use the activate action first, and I'm going to activate the Time Stone. I could choose to activate either one of these items that I have that have an activate trigger, but I'm going to choose to activate the Time Stone, so that's going to give me 1 power, and I get to draw a card. And then I'm going to choose to use my gain 1 power action to gain another power. I am going to choose to play a card, and I'm going to pay 2 power, and I'm going to play Hand of Glory. Now, Hand of Glory is one of Hela's specialties. She has a couple specialties in her deck, but once a specialty is played, it's a permanent alteration to how your villain works, and so it will never go away, never be removed. It just stays in play until the end. So Hand of Glory was a 2 power card. It gives me another activate action, and that activate action says, choose a hero from the Fate discard pile, pay power equal to their strength, then play them to any domain and attach a soul mark to them. So I'm going to place that Hand of Glory card over here on my specialty section, and that will give me another activate action that I can trigger to help get some soul marks on the field. So I have gained my power, I've played a card, I have activated, so now I have a fate action. So fate actions, again, are the cards that you play on your opponent to slow their progress. So I'm going to choose the fate card off the top of the deck, and I'm going to play it on Melissa, covering up actions on the top of her board, similar to how she did with her ally. So I cannot take those actions as long as there is an ally there, or in her case, this hero is there. And we drew She-Hulk. So She-Hulk is a hero. Heroes are written in kind of an orangish yellow down here at the bottom of the card. She-Hulk has a power that says if She-Hulk is in your domain, you cannot relocate or play to events. So she's going to need, as part of her strategy, to relocate allies to my field to collect those Infinity Stones and back. So having She-Hulk there is going to really put a damper on her plans. And She-Hulk is a 4 strength, so she's fairly strong. So I'm going to choose to... We'll cover up this action here. And then I believe that's the end of my turn. That's all 4 that I've taken.
But She-Hulk says I cannot relocate or play to events.
Right. So
but I can relocate there?
I don't believe you can relocate at all.
Oh.
As long as She-Hulk's there.
I thought I read it as I can't relocate to events or play to events. So I'm not sure about that one.
So I'm going to draw up to 4 cards to indicate the end of my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to... Ooh, that really puts a damper on my plans. I'm going to go to Titan location. And I have 4 actions there. I have play a card, take a power, relocate, and fate. So I'll take my power. And I will play a card. And...
So we got a note from development that says only 2 events. You cannot relocate 2 events.
Okay.
So cool. You were right.
All right. Makes it a little bit better.
A little bit better, yeah.
We have no events yet, so it's not as big of a deal. Let's see. I shall play the Consult the Well. I got another one of these. Oh, no, yes, I do. I have 2 power. It costs 2 power to play.
So that's the same card she played in round 1 that allows her to get another Infinity Stone out on the board. So we're going to shuffle the Infinity Stones. And then draw 1. And attach it to an ally that does not already have one. So I do not have... I do have an ally. I just drew an ally in my hand. So I'm going to... This one's going to be a tough one. I get to play the Midgard Serpent for free. Midgard Serpent would have been a 3 power, but man. I get to play that one for free. Is an ally with a 5 strength. And it says, when performing a Vanquish action, Midgard Serpent can be used to defeat each character with a strength of 5 or less at his location. And then the art on that card is gorgeous, so I want to show that off real quick. So the Midgard Serpent is going to take the Mind Stone. The Mind Stone is another activate, and it says find any card in your deck and add it to your hand. So I'm going to place that. Let's put him at Gil, where I'm at.
Okay, and then I have a fate action, so I'll do that.
So we're going to choose a fate card for Thanos to play. That's going to be played on me. And we got Gamora. So in the fate deck, there are heroes and events that are tailored to a specific villain. So you do not have to play it on that villain. For example, Thanos drew a Thanos hero card. So that just means that the Thanos player is going to be affected more by that card. So, for example, Gamora says, when Gamora is played, defeat a character at her location. If that character is an ally of Thanos, place 2 +1 strength tokens on Gamora. And Gamora starts with a 3 strength. So if I were to eliminate one of Thanos' allies with this card, she would go up to a 5 strength. But because Melissa drew it, she's now going to play it on me.
All right. This is tricky because your Midgard serpent can just get rid of this Gamora with no problems. I'm going to block this location. Odin's Vault.
So Gamora can automatically defeat a character at her
Oh,
location.
any character?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case,
that
that was a
pretty bad.
no-brainer. Okay, sorry, I misinterpreted. Okay, well, that.
Yeah, so when that happens, Midgard Serpent is going to get defeated and go to the discard pile. And then this Infinity Stone is now for the taking at Gil. So when an ally that has an Infinity Stone is defeated or removed or vanquished, which we'll go over when that happens in a little bit, the Infinity Stone that is there is kind of left in limbo. If one of Thanos' allies had been the one to vanquish and somehow was able to stay on the board, they could get the Infinity Stone right away and then return it to Thanos' domain in order to gain it as a specialty. But we'll go over that a little bit more when that happens.
Okay. And then I have a relocate action. I have no allies. I have an ally over there. I don't remember if I can relocate in another person's, because I can relocate to the Mind Stone, right?
You can only relocate allies, Thanos allies, to a location with a Mind Stone.
But what about from?
Yes, you should be able to. Yeah.
Okay, I think so too. But so can you? I'm gonna move to this location and take the Mind Stone. Could you do that
Yeah.
for me?
So we'll give the Legion of Thanos the Mind Stone. And then, do you have any more actions left?
No, that was the last I can do, and then I draw up to 4 cards.
Okay. So I'm going to look at my cards. I'm going to choose to move to... I think I'm going to move to Niflheim. And I have 4 actions at Niflheim. Niflheim has a play a card action, a vanquish action, a relocate action, and a fate action. So the first thing I'm going to do there is use my 1 power to play a card. And I'm going to play an effect card that says, marked by death, it costs 1 power, so I'll spend my 1 power. Marked by death, choose a hero in any domain without a soul mark and attach a soul mark to that hero. So I'm going to attach a soul mark to She-Hulk. And then discard that card. So I have a relocate action, a vanquish action, and a fate action. So I'm going to choose to relocate my Draugr Swordsman to Gil. Then I'm going to choose to vanquish Melissa's Legions of Thanos.
Oh no.
So I'm going to use my 2 strength against her Legions of Thanos 2 strength. Both characters are going to be defeated. And now we've got 2 Infinity Stones at 1 location that now are unattached.
But Thanos' allies can only pick up, only one ally can pick up one stone.
Right. Each ally has to retrieve a stone, one stone at a time. So she'll have to play 2 allies and then relocate them to Gil to pick up those stones one at a time. Or play 1 and just take a lot of turns relocating back and forth.
Oh, you can't, you can't, which one was, both of them were under me? Which one was down here and one was...
Yeah, but they both move down when they're unattached.
So you can use both actions?
Right.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So I still have a fate action left. So I'm going to choose to fate. And we drew our first event. So events can be of 2 types. Events can be a global event, which hurts everybody.
Right.
And that is the case with this specific event. So this event is called a protected vibranium. When you play an item, pay an additional power for that item. Now this event is an 8 strength. And in order to complete this event, we're going to have to kind of put our differences aside and team up for a little bit and move our allies with an 8 strength to this event, or this event's going to hurt us both for as long as it's there. Now, each character that has an ally at an event when it's completed gains a reward. And this reward is that you may find any item in your deck or your discard pile and put it straight into your hand. So we're going to put this event out here so we remember that it affects us both. Now, as I said, there are 2 different types of events. The global event, which is the one we drew. There are also targeted events. Targeted events will have a character symbol in the bottom, just like this one. This one is Thanos' targeted event, and that will become a personal obstacle that Thanos would have to complete. There's one of those for each character in the game. I'm going to shuffle that back in real quick. And then I believe that's my 4 actions. So then it will be your turn.
Okay. Well, I need to go get those Infinity Stones.
And you got to remember that Thanos cannot play 2 events until She-Hulk's gone.
Oh, well, nice move there. I could have been helping out with the events, and now look what you did.
Yep, it probably ended up hurting myself for that one, but we'll find out.
I mean, that's just fate, right? Like, you have no idea. Okay. I think, let's see, where can I play?
I think that's one of the really interesting parts about this game is that because the Fate deck is common, that sometimes some things that come out aren't the greatest for you, and so you just kind of take a chance when you do that and kind of have to play around that with strategy.
So now, if I defeat She-Hulk, though, with your marker on there,
right?
What happens?
So
do you lose it?
I've marked She-Hulk's soul, so if She-Hulk is vanquished, then that soul mark will go to Odin's vault, and I will be 1/8 of the way to winning the game.
Oh, wait, you'll get it?
Yep.
No, if I vanquish him? Her? Oh, man. Okay, no, I don't want to do that.
That's why I put it on her rather than on my own.
Oh, I see. Tricky. Okay, I would like to... I guess I should try to get my stone. So I will go to the Infinity Well again, and I will get... have the gain 3 power action on that space, which I'll do. I have play 2 cards, and I have discard cards. So I'll do my play 2 cards. I only have 3 power. So I will... play Proxima. Proxima Midnight. She costs 2 power. And she says, when played, defeat a character with strength 3 or less at Proxima Midnight's location. But I don't have that, so...
Yeah, we'll show you Proxima Midnight. Proxima Midnight's a 3 strength. Would cost 2 power to play. And we'll show you that art for the spear wielder herself. And where'd you want to play her?
Well, I guess I'll play her here for now, even though I'm still not convinced why I should get rid of She-Hulk when it's going to help you. But just in case I change my mind, I'll put a play her there. So that was my one card. And then I like this card. It's a cool card. It's an effect. It costs 1 power. It's called Warp Reality. And it says search your discard pile for an effect card. Put it in your hand. So you can show them that one.
I'm going to show that one. That's an effect. And she'll get to search her discard pile. The art on that one's pretty as well. Thanos being all intimidating. He is inevitable, I guess.
And then I can discard cards and draw up. So I will discard this card and I will draw up to 4. Okay.
And that's the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Let me decide where I want to go this turn.
That's another thing about this game. You may have all these grand plans and you have your whole next turn set up, and then someone does something surprising, and then you're like, oh, let's reevaluate that.
Yep. That's kind of what position I'm in right now.
Like, someone just removes your serpent completely and with from fate.
That's going to be the MVP move of the game. I can tell you that right now.
Hey, that's just fate, man.
Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to go to Odin's Vault. I'm going to take 3 power. I also have 2 play a card actions there, and a discard cards action. So I'm going to choose to play a Desir by paying 2. Desir is a 2-cost ally that has a 3 strength and can be played directly from my discard pile. Of course, Hela being the queen of the dead can summon things from her discard pile. So
I gotta pay attention to what you're discarding.
So I'm gonna play Desir. Let's play Desir to Gil.
So the Infinity Stone is not attached to them, right?
Right. The Infinity Stones, once they're unattached, they stay unattached unless they attach to your allies. So I can't stumble upon it and find it again. They're there for my use, but Desir does not get to attach either one of them. So then I can play a second card and I can discard cards. I don't really have any 1-cost or less cards in my hand that are useful right now. So I'm going to just discard a card. And I can discard as many cards as I want. So I think I'm going to discard these 2 cards. One of those cards is a Desir, which I can play from my discard pile. So I want those in my discard pile. And then I'll end my turn and I'll draw up to 4 cards.
Well, the distinct lack of power over here. Guess I will move to Titan. And I will take my 1 power. And then I can play a card, relocate a card, and
another fate.
Another fate. I think I'll do fate first. Let's see what happens.
Alright, testing fate.
Yeah.
We drew What Did It Cost? The targeted villain must discard 1 card from their hand for each Infinity Stone they control, up to the number of cards in their hand.
Oh, I'm so glad that you still have this toys.
There's the card art there. That's one of the more gorgeous ones. All the Avengers taking on Thanos. And you guys probably remember what it costs if you've seen or read any of these. So we're going to, unfortunately, have to discard 2 cards from my hand. I wish I had some Desir in my hand, but I do
Oh
not.
yeah, that actually would be bad for. Did it say what kind you have to discard?
Nope, it's just any card, 1 card for each one, so I got to discard 2.
So that actually wouldn't have been so bad if you had some of those Desir in there.
Right.
That's kind of cool. Hella's trying to beat fate.
I'm going to discard these 2 cards, which only leaves me with 2 cards on my turn.
Oh no, I'm so sad.
And then you still have...
I have a play a card and a relocate. So, Thanos can relocate to a place where there's an Infinity Stone, even if it's in a opponent's domain.
Right.
Which that's not a normal thing you can do. You can't relocate to someone else's domain. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna relocate Proxima Midnight to that location.
So Proxima Midnight will find one of those stones. Would you like the Soul Stone or the Time Stone? I think this is Time Stone or the Mind Stone.
The Mind Stone is letting you find any card in your deck and add it to your hand. I think I'll take the Mind Stone.
So the Mind Stone Proxima is going to find. Put that one up there.
Alright, so my other action is to play a card. And I actually cannot do that action. So, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
I dropped to 4, but I already have 4. So
now it's my turn. I can choose to move to one of my 3 locations. I'm going to move to Hell. I hear that's a city in Michigan. And then I'm going to draw 2 power. I also have a play a card, a vanquish action, and a discard cards action. I'm going to choose to spend 3 power because I found another one of my specialty cards. So this card is called Hella's Bidding. It costs 3 power to play. And then it says, each time another player defeats a hero with an attached soul mark, gain 3 power. I love you guys too, Ravensburger. I see that comment. So I'm going to place that specialty over here in my specialty section.
Wait.
So if you defeat She-Hulk, I get 3 power. And so that is going to be my play a card and gain power action. I still have a vanquish action and a discard action. So I have to decide if I want to vanquish Proxima or if I want to vanquish Gamora. I know Proxima is going to be able to get that stone if I don't vanquish her. Gamora is annoying too, but I think I need to vanquish Proxima for now. So we'll use the Desir to vanquish Proxima. So the Desir is going to go to my discard pile, but remember they can be played from my discard pile. Proxima will be vanquished as well and go to your discard pile. They were both a 3 strength. And then the Mind Stone will come back down unattached. I feel like I just have to hold you off at this point.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I have to get going. And then I can choose to discard cards. But I like this card in my hand, so I'm just going to draw 3 to end my turn.
So this She-Hulk is covering up my 2 power. That's why I'm like, I can't get any power.
Starved,
yeah. Man, that was a good spot to play it. All right. Well, I'll go to the Infinity Well so that I get 3 power. Hard times. And, okay, I can play 2 cards and I can discard cards. So I will play, I was trying to save this card, but I think I gotta play it now. Ebony Maw. Shall play him here just in case.
I do not like Ebony Maw coming out. That is
And
not fun.
he costs 3 power. He's expensive.
So Ebony Maw is an ally with a 4 strength that costs 3 power to play. And it says, if Ebony Maw is part of a Vanquish action by Thanos to defeat an opponent's ally with an attached Infinity Stone, he is not discarded. So normally during a Vanquish action you'd have to discard, but Ebony Maw gets to stay on the field. Ebony Maw is nasty.
And I can play another card, but I only have 1 power, so I can't do anything with that. But I will discard cards, which just seems crazy, but that's okay. And I will draw up to 4 at the end of my turn. And that's all I can. That's my turn.
Okay. I'm going to... I'm going to choose to go to Niflheim. I think. No, I'm going to choose to go to Gil. I know I only have 2 actions there. Oh, nope, can't do that either. That doesn't help me. So I'm going to choose... I don't have any power. I forgot that I didn't have any power.
I'm so sorry for you.
You should beat that She-Hulk so I could get some power.
Oh, really? So that you can get power and your soul mark? No, I'm good.
Oh, man, this is a tough decision.
And we're like, can't play any items because I have to pay 1 extra power.
I know, this one's rough. So, I'm going to go to Odin's Vault because I need some power.
Yep. Feel it.
I'm going to gain 3 power. And then I get to play 2 cards. So, I'm going to choose to pay 1 power for a Draugr Swordsman. Remember that Draugr Swordsman gains 1 strength for each swordsman in your discard pile. I have 1 swordsman in my discard pile, so he'll be a 3 strength instead of a 2 strength. I'm going to play him here at Gil. And then I'm going to play a second card, and I'm going to play this Desir from my discard pile to Odin's Vault. And discard 2 power for that one. And now I can discard some cards. And I'm going to discard 1 card and then draw 2 cards for the end of my turn. Poker face.
So I just realized that this Draugr Swordsman that you just put over there is not actually attached to that Infinity Stone. So that means this Ebony Maw isn't going to do anything against... He doesn't get to use his little power there where he doesn't... Oh, man. Okay. This is tough. Tough.
But you could still move Ebony Maw there and grab an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, of course, which is what I'm supposed to be doing.
I like this little chess match we've got. I feel like we're spinning our wheels, but...
It's okay. It's okay. I got this. I got this. Don't you worry. Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Titan. And will get a power. That's one of those actions there. And then the other action is play a card. Well, first, before I play a card, I'm going to relocate. I'll do my relocate action. So I'll relocate Ebony Maw to... How do you say that?
Gil.
And I will take, again, the Mind Stone that I tried to take before.
So we'll put the Mind Stone underneath Ebony Maw.
And then I've still got play a card and a fate action. So I have 2 power now, so I can actually afford to play my Taste of Cosmic Power. So it says place a +1 strength token on an ally you control. So Ebony Maw. Oops. That went off the. Can you put another one?
Yep.
Thank you.
So that will raise Ebony Maw's strength to 5.
That's off the screen. Just put that on the floor.
Oh, my bad.
And then it says that ally may immediately vanquish a character at this location with equal or lesser strength, and is not discarded after the vanquish action. So, Dragger Swordsman is. How many Dragger Swordsmen do you have in your?
I just have 1, so it's a 3 strength.
Yeah, so I could vanquish. I have a 4. So, well, actually, I'm a 5, so I can vanquish you.
So Dragger Swordsman will get vanquished.
And Ebony Maw is not discarded like you normally would be. Although that's his power anyway, right? No.
Only when he has an Infinity
Right,
Stone.
so I had to use this guy.
Right, because of the Taste of Cosmic Power effect.
No. I actually can't do that.
Why?
Because items cost.
No, it's an effect card.
Oh, okay. Cool. And then that is. No, then I have a fate action left. I'm going to fate you.
So we're going to draw a fate card.
Come on, fate.
This fate card is called A Stone is Found.
That sounds good for me.
Choose a villain other than Thanos. That villain receives an unclaimed Infinity Stone. Once played, they may activate the effect for free.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's a consolation.
So, that definitely helps you.
I mean, just a little.
A fate that helps you a lot. So, that's an effect card. It's going to get discarded. Obviously, you'll choose me as the villain. We'll shuffle these. Receive an unclaimed one. So I receive the Soul Stone, and I have to attach it to my Desir because it's the only ally I have right now. And then I may activate the effect on the Soul Stone for free. And that activation is play an ally for free from my discard pile.
Not too shabby.
So I think I'm going to have to go back and get that Midgard Serpent.
Oh. That's not good for me. That's
so
really bad.
we'll take the Midgard Serpent. And
no.
I'll place it here at Gil.
No. No. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. Okay. Whose turn is it? I'm done.
So did you draw up to 4 cards?
No, but that fate was not on my side. I was so happy about that card, and then it wasn't that good actually.
So that's gonna be. That just happened to be the one I drew. This is a very fateful game, I guess.
Oh no! I thought I got rid of that serpent with that bold Gamora move, and then
I'm gonna go back to hell and draw 2 power. And then I have a Vanquish action there, a Play a Card action, and a Discard Cards action. So my Play a Card action is going to be Raise the Dead, which is my 3rd specialty card that I was able to find. It's a 2 power, so I'll play that 2 power. And now Dragger Swordsman can be played from my discard pile.
why do you even have a discard pile? You just.
So I'm going to place this one up here above the other 2 just so we'll keep it in frame there.
Yay.
Now I have a Vanquish action and a Discard action. I really wish Gamora had a Soul Mark, but I'm not going to be able to get one on her right now. So Midgard Serpent is going to do the Vanquishing. And Midgard Serpent says, when performing a Vanquish action, Midgard Serpent can be used to defeat each character with a strength of 5 or less. So it's going to defeat Ebony Maw, which moves the Time Stone or the Mind Stone back down. Ebony Maw gets defeated, and it's going to defeat Gamora.
Oh no, this is not good.
And then we'll move that stone back down. It still stays unattached, but we're fending her off for now. She got 3 stones out. That's not great for me, but we'll see what we can do about that. And then I have a discard action, and
Darn.
Oh, Midgard Serpent gets discarded because I've
Oh,
vanquished.
phew.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I knew
I
I
was
was
like,
forgetting
how am
something.
I gonna beat that guy?
And then I will.
That's way better.
I'll keep these 3 cards, and then I'll just draw 1 to end my turn.
Okay. Well. This is tough. This is tough. I'm gonna go to the Infinity Well. So that's, I can get 3 power, and I can play 2 cards and do a discard action. So, first thing I'm gonna play, card I'm gonna play is an item.
So, because of the event, that one's going to cost 3 power.
Ooh, that's tough. That's rough.
If you want to play that one.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. I don't have that. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, okay. I will play. No, I'll play it, but I won't play it there. I will play it, and I will play it. No, I'll still play it there. That's fine.
So I see over in the chat, Darth Mew is asking a question about that fake card that we played. It says choose a villain other than Thanos. So when Thanos drew it, he chose Hela. She chose Hela as the villain to play. So that's why that fate would have gone off. If I would have drawn that fate and happened on
To play it against me.
to play against Thanos, I couldn't choose a villain other than Thanos unless we were playing more players in the game.
Okay. Oh, I guess I will play. Oh man, this is tough now. I don't know what to do. I guess I will just play that item. So it costs 3 because of that event. And I'll just lose my other play a card action because I can't afford it. And I can discard any number of cards I want.
So Melissa played the Space Throne, which has got Thanos on his mighty hovering chair. And it gives the location that she plays that item at a relocate action, which is very strong for that.
Yeah, I need that really badly. That's why. And it doesn't make sense. I mean, you might cover this up, but right now I have a relocate on both of these spots. So I will discard. I collect my cards. I'm going to just draw a card. So I'm good. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. I think I'm going to have to move back to Odin's Vault. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll move back to Odin's Vault. I will gain 3 power. I've got play 2 cards and discard cards. So I'm going to choose to I'm going to play both of my Draugr swordsmen from my discard pile because of that Raise the Dead specialty.
Whoa.
So I'm going to pay 2 power, 1 for each Draugr swordsman, and then I'm going to play them at Niflheim.
Jeez.
So I'll put them to the side just a little bit so to make some room. They're going to be played at Niflheim. So that's my 2 play a card actions. And then I can choose to discard. And I'm going to discard 1 card and then draw up to 4.
Oh boy, oh boy. I have no power, so I'm going to need to go to Titan. And I have a gain of power, a play a card.
I feel like we're both pretty power starved on
I
this one.
I'm so power starved because of power. That's a Legion of Thanos. It has no ability.
So we're playing
It's
another
an
Legions
ally.
of Thanos with no ability and a 2 strength.
And then I have a relocate, so I'm going to try again. Actually, he's a 2. I will go over here.
So Legions of Thanos is relocating to Odin's Vault.
And then I have a fate action. Right? Yep.
So we'll draw a fate card.
Come on.
That was
fate.
a bad one.
For me or you?
For me.
Yes.
I mean, it has your symbol, so it would be worse for you.
Oh, well, I mean,
but
that's
it's a
double win
strong
for me
hero.
then.
So this is Adam Warlock. And if you guys are familiar with that comic storyline, Adam Warlock has a lot of damage to do to Thanos. But it says Thanos cannot win the game if Adam Warlock is in Thanos' domain. But unfortunately, that's being played on me, and it has a strength value of 6. So where would you like to play Adam Warlock?
Adam Warlock. Well, since you have also taken away my power, I'm going to take away your power.
So we're playing Adam Warlock to hell. And then I have a card in my hand.
Wait, what? No, how are you playing on my turn?
That says, if a hero is played to a location in your domain, you may play this card for free. So I get to play Fenris Wolf, which is a 3 strength for free to hell. I've been holding on to that card for quite a while.
I mean, that's a good one to hold on to. Okay, I think that I'm out of actions, so I just dropped before the end of my turn. That was pretty good. That was a good snap back at me. See what I did there?
Yep.
You see what I did there? Okay, good. Just make sure.
Oh, man. Let's see what to do.
So, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 allies out of 8.
I have 4 allies out, but I do have to have at least 1 soul mark to win. So I will have to get either She-Hulk soul mark or place another soul mark.
Oh boy.
And I think I'm going to do that now. And I'm going to move to Niflheim, where I have a play a card action, a vanquish action, a relocate action, and a fate action. My play a card action is going to be an effect card that is free. That's called Death's Embrace. Relocate a hero with an attached soul mark to Niflheim. So I'm going to relocate She-Hulk to Niflheim. And then I will use my Vanquish action to use both of these Draugr Swordsmen as a 4 to vanquish She-Hulk, which will put that soul mark over here in Odin's Vault.
This is not good.
And then I have a relocate action and a fate action. So let's go ahead and fate. We'll draw a fate card. I drew Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel says when Captain Marvel is played, relocate all allies in the targeted player's domain to her location and is a 6 strength. So I will cover up that power again. There are no allies of yours in your domain to relocate, so her effect will not go off. And then I have a relocate action. And I think I'm going to relocate this Knight Sword to Hell. And then that's the end of my turn, so I'll draw up to 4.
Okay. So I will.
I really feel like we're in the thick of it now. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. I think I have to go to the Infinity Well because I need 3 power. That's my power spot. And then I can play 2 cards and discard.
Yeah, I thought about playing Captain Marvel there, but...
I can... I believe I'm going to play Taste of Cosmic Power, which is an effect. It costs 2 power. It says, place a 1 strength token. You have to read it because you took it away.
Yeah, place a 1 strength token on an ally you control. That ally may immediately vanquish a character at this location with equal or lesser strength and is not discarded after the vanquish action. There's Proxima and Thanos.
So that means I have a 3 strength, I can vanquish Desir.
Right?
And because I'm not discarded, I pick up the stone.
Correct.
Okay. So that was, I did my power, I did play 1 card. So I still have a play a card action. Oh, I have a play a card action. Oh, I forgot. This has a relocate as well.
Yep.
So.
That's not good.
Yeah. I can play a card for 1 power. And then I can relocate it.
So she played another Legions of Thanos.
Yeah, which has no ability, but it's a 2 strength and it's an ally. I relocate it to the spot with the stones that I keep trying to get.
And you want the Mind Stone
Oh,
again?
actually, no.
Yeah, you can relocate.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Yep, never mind. I take it back. I'll play it over here. I will relocate. I will get my stone. I got my stone, guys. I got my stone.
So we'll relocate. Where would you like to put the Legion?
I will put it nowhere.
Put it in nowhere.
Yeah.
That old celestial head. So once she is able to get a stone...
Finally.
We flip that stone over. That stone is now put into the gauntlet and becomes a specialty. So that stone is hers. She's now 1/6 of the way to winning.
When I activate it, I can play an ally for free from my discard pile. Oh,
yeah, that's gonna
I'm
hurt.
channeling some Hela in there. So I did my play 2 cards. I did my relocate action. I did my power. So now I can discard and draw. So since I don't have power, that card is not that good. So I'll drop to 4, and that's my turn.
Okay.
Actually, my only activate spot is covered up.
Well, that's a good idea to keep that one covered then. So, let's see here. I think I'm going to go to Odin's Vault. I'll gain 3 power. Have 2 play a card actions and a discard cards action. So I'm going to choose to play I'm going to pay all 4 power of mine to play 2 Desir from the discard pile. I'm going to play them both to Odin's Vault. And then I can discard cards. And I'm going to choose to discard 2 cards, including a Desir. And then draw up to draw 2 cards, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh boy.
So with those two allies there, I'm 3/8 of the way to winning, which is 1/6 of the way to winning, but had a lot of stuff on the field that worries me.
I'm gonna go to Titan. That Captain Marvel's so hard to beat. I get 1 power. She's a 6 strength.
Yeah. So is Adam Warlock.
Oh, well, I don't look. I'm not concerned with your saying. 1 power. I will do my fate action next. I just like to see.
Okay. Fate card. We drew Nick Fury. Nick Fury is a 2 strength hero, and Nick Fury says when Nick Fury is played, the targeted player loses half of their power rounded up.
Ah, you don't have any power.
So I'm very glad I
That
played
doesn't
those.
even matter. Ah, bummer. Well, I don't really want you fading me back, so I'm gonna cover that up. Alright, so I did my 1 power, my fate. I can't play a card.
So when Nick Fury is played, I'm going to choose to relocate Fenris Wolf to that location.
Reading is fundamental. I should have read that.
Just
Oh.
in case.
Boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. So I can't play a card, and my other action is relocate. I should relocate. But I'm not actually going to. I'm hoping to do something else.
Okay.
But it probably is going to backfire on me, but that's okay. So I'll drop to 4, but I didn't play any cards, so I have 4 already. So.
Yep.
Oh, please make this work. If this works, it's going to be so good. You better be scared.
Well, we are scared, that's for sure.
I'm pretty sure you're winning, so.
I don't know.
Look at all those specialties. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, but I have so little ways to activate that one. So I'm going to move over here to Niflheim. I will fate you first. I drew Captain America.
Oh, that doesn't sound good for me.
Captain America is one of my favorite heroes. When Captain America is played, place a +1 strength token on Captain America and each other hero in the targeted player's domain.
No, she's already a 6.
So I'm going to put Captain America there.
No.
Take 2 strength tokens.
No.
Captain
man.
America is now a 4 strength, and Captain Marvel now a 7th strength. Then I've got a relocate action, a play a card action, and a vanquish action. So I'm going to choose to I don't have any power, so I can't play a card. I'm going to relocate Fenris Wolf to here. And then that will be the end of my turn.
I will move to the Infinity Well, which is now way less good than it was a second ago.
That was my plan.
Yeah, good plan. Get 3 power, and then play 1 card, because those are the 2 actions that are
And
there.
you can relocate.
Oh, yes, thank goodness.
Yep.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
All right.
that space throne is rough.
I will play this effect, which is Deliver Judgment. Sounds ominous.
Deliver Judgment.
It costs
is
3 power.
A 3 power card to play. It says choose a location with an Infinity Stone. Relocate up to 2 allies you control to that location. and then place a +1 strength token on each of your allies at that location. That's
So I'll relocate these two
awful.
guys to that spot, and they'll each get one.
And then, which one would you like the 4 power to get? The Mind Stone or the Time Stone?
4 power will get the Mind Stone.
4 power taking the Mind Stone. 3 power taking the Time Stone. And then moving up there.
And then I get a relocate action.
Got a relocate action. This is
I'll take the 1 power
great.
one back.
Take the one that's easier for me to vanquish back. And then you can relocate that. And then she gains the Time Stone as a specialty. And is now 1/3 of the way to winning.
I guess I'll put it there.
I'm just slightly ahead at the moment at halfway to winning. And we've got about 20 minutes left. But we need to take some questions from the audience. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. And we'll be able to answer those right at the end. Hopefully we'll be able to finish before then, but I'm not sure.
That's
It'll be
all
close.
my actions, so I'll drop to 4 and then it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move to Odin's Vault, gain my 3 power. And then I will choose to play 2 cards. And I think I'm going to pay 2 power to play both of my Draugr swordsmen from my discard pile that location. And then I have discard cards action, and I'm going to discard 1 card and then draw up to 4. And that's the end of my turn. So now I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3/4 of the way to winning.
I don't like that.
I'm running low on allies here.
Well, because of that, I will. No, I need to go here. So I need to go to a Titan to get 1 power. I have a relocate action, so I'm going to relocate. No, I can only relocate to a stone. There's no stone here. So I will. Let's see. What was
You can bring that stone back and get it.
Yeah.
And that'll put you halfway there.
Okay, I'll do that.
We've kind of been ignoring this event. You could relocate to the event if you want.
Ah, right. That was a funny joke. That was good.
So we'll bring this Legions of Thanos back. Gain the Mind Stone, which is that center gem of the gauntlet. And so she's got 3 specialties now, tying me at 3 specialties.
Okay. I can put this guy anywhere. I guess I'll put him here for now. And then, so I got my power. I relocated. I have a play a card and a fate. So I have 2 power. Okay. Actually, we'll put this guy here instead, so that I can play my Taste of Cosmic Power again.
Alright.
That's an effect.
Yep.
And so that costs 2 power, and it says place a strength token On ally you control, that ally may immediately vanquish a character at this location when equal or lesser strength, and is not discarded.
So you're gonna vanquish Cap?
Yep. Bye bye, Cap. And it's not discarded after the vanquish action. And then Fate. That's my last thing.
Fate card.
It's a little late for Fate, but we'll see what Fate has in store.
Drew the Valkyrior. It's a Hela specific card, so it's going to affect me more. 3 strength, and says soul marks may not be attached to Valkyrior.
Oh. Put it over here. And that's my turn. I'll drop to 4.
We just got probably 2 turns left, so let's see here. I think I'm just going to go for broke now, and we'll move to Niflheim. I'm going to choose to relocate a Driver Swordsman to Gyol, play a card, and I'm going to play an effect called Marked by Death. It costs 1 power, so I'll spend my 1 power. Choose a hero in any domain without a soul mark and attach a soul mark to that hero. We'll attach Nick Fury. Then we'll use a vanquish action to vanquish Nick Fury. And I still have a fate action, so we'll fate. Fate card we drew is going to be another event. We still haven't completed the event that we have. This one's called Avengers Assemble, and it's a 10 strength. So we'll just discard that one. And then we'll pass my turn, and I'll draw up to 4.
Do you want to more turns, or you want to show them some of the
finish your
components?
last turn, and then
Okay.
we'll see where we're at.
Okay.
I'm still 3/4 of the way to winning. You're half a way to winning, but it's getting close. So
I will move to this location, the Infinity Well. Draw 3 power, gain 3 power. Play a card. I haven't played this card yet, so I thought you might want to show them. Death's Favor. It costs 2 power.
cost 3 power
3
because
power,
of the
sorry.
event.
Oh, shoot.
But Death's Favor is an item. So Mistress Death here is going to give her an item that says you may choose to perform an activate or a vanquish action when you move to this location. Where are you placing it? Yeah, that event has hurt you a lot more than it's really hurt me.
I will play it. Here. And then I can't play my other card, and then I have a discard card. So I actually don't have any of those yet, or this. So.
And then that's going to be, we're going to wrap it up there so we can get some questions and show off some of the cool stuff in this game. So we are very close to finishing. That would have been very close at the end. But I do want to show you guys some of the other villains and things that are in the game. So I'm going to start with these 2 villains so you can see the pieces. That's Hela with that epic crown. We've got Thanos, which is a combination of his crown and his gauntlet. We'll show off Ultron. Ultron, they all have quotes on them as well on their villain domains. Ultron's quote says, "Humans are hopeless, vicious, filthy, selfish, fearful, a fungoso infection for which there's only one cure, the rage of Ultron." Ultron's the third one in the game, and Ultron's got him all transformed there. Ultron also plays with tiles that he has to complete in order to win. We've got Killmonger with his headdress and the grenades down at the bottom that he needs to use as explosives in Wakanda. And Taskmaster. Taskmaster's piece is a combination of his sword and shield that he carries. Taskmaster is one of my favorite villains in the universe. I cannot wait to see him in Black Widow. That's going to be great. I'll show you off some of the art on the cards that we're using since I haven't shown. Those are Hela's villain deck cards. And Thanos' villain deck cards. You can see the fist breaking through the world right there. I'll show off the Fate cards as well to give you some Avengers love. You got the shield symbol, the Guardian symbol, Cap shield, big fist for Hulk, Captain Marvel there at the bottom, Thor, Cap America, and Iron Man. We've got Killmonger's player board. Maybe you can see it better this way. Nope, that one's better. It says, "I will show the world Wakanda's true face, and they will kneel before us in fear." And then Taskmaster's villain board. "I can counter anything you throw at me. I can mimic and adapt to any move you make. I can anticipate any blow." So Taskmaster's going to have, his 4 locations are going to be kind of his training estate where he's trying to train mercenaries. And his objective to win is to have 4 allies, each with a 5 or more strength at a different location.
Did you show Helen? Did you show the movers?
Yeah. Killmonger's location, his domain there, he's got the Golden City and the Great Mound of Vibranium, and his objective is to take control of the mines and relocate 2 explosives to any domain other than your own. He's got the Warrior Falls where he challenges Black Panther. And then Ultron's villain domain where he's got the lab where he's constantly retooling himself and upgrading his versions so he can do more things.
I'm sure the movers in the box.
The box has also got a very nice display to it where everything fits very nicely. The vault fits right in the middle there with the villain pieces each having their own space. Everything stays nice and snug. Is there anything else that you guys would like to see as far as the components have? You can place those in the chat. I think we've showed off most everything. Maybe show off the soul marks close up. The soul marks got villain, Draugr swordsman. Got a skeleton face on it, skeleton army. And then the front of the box has got this very nice, spot varnishing on it, so the letters and Thanos' helmet and gauntlet kind of stand out.
Back of the rule book.
Back of the rule book has got a villain that y'all probably know, but is not in this version of Villainous, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but we'll be excited to see that if that ever comes. So I'm going to scroll through the chat really quick and make sure that we've answered all these questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to place it in the chat, and we'll get you the answers as we can.
Just show the art.
Yeah, I'm going to show some of the art off on Ultron. Ultron's 4 objectives that he's trying to complete to win the game are transformation. So it shows him upgrading there. And then optimization. And then ultimate, and you can see. And then the last one, the Age of Ultron. There's the multi-armed Ultron from that comic art. This game is based on the comics, so there's so much to deal with as far as, lore and things. Killmonger's specialty tiles that he starts with, Claw. Claw starts as a villain on his board. It's his rival and covers up one of his locations from the beginning. I believe tomorrow we'll be playing as Killmonger and Thanos again. So if you want to see how Killmonger works, I'll be playing him. And you can come back tomorrow. I think it's at 2 p.m. Eastern, but I'm not positive on that time. And once you defeat Claw, he has to challenge Black Panther for the throne. And then control the vibranium mines in order to win. And I think that's about it for our time. So thank you guys for joining us today and playing with us. I hope you have a good Gen Con and stay healthy. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.
You were right. It is 2 to 3:30.